I don't believe this. I don't believe it. Everybody's sitting over the other stream, and it's dead now. Oh man, YouTube is doing this again to us. Anyways, I'm gonna post this so everybody knows here. Oh, I don't believe it. It's like, anyways, YouTube is broken it again today, folks. Didn't even end the stream; it just crashed. Unbelievable. Okay, so, and right, I was just in the middle of getting deep into this crazy story about this otter that was just unbelievable. Okay, so the otter shows up, all right, folks, and they want 4 years, and it was up because of this misclassification of the depreciation. So this guy, he's making serious money, all right. He's government employee. He's an otter, and he's not hurting. Okay, so I'm figuring it's probably costing them for this guy like $1,500 a week to be in my office, plus they're paying him for lunch, which he eats at the sandwich at the desk, but he collects a lunch thing because he admitted to us that he gets a lunch allowance, but he's eating a sandwich at the desk, and he gets travel miles to drive from the Ottawa to back and forth. Okay, so he's getting travel miles. He gets lunch, and he gets to sit there, okay, and go through all my stuff. So, and I'm like, I ran my ship really tight as far as keeping track of things. I like everything was kept track of, like ridiculous detail. Starts at 4 years, all right. When they were done, 10 days. 10 days he was in my office. 10 days he interrupted my life, and I got nothing done for 10 days dealing with this guy. He ended up going back 7 years on the company, and he started questioning my personal life back 9 years. And there's a little thing about the law when it comes to taxes. If they think there was fraud involved, it doesn't go by the 7-year rule. There's no statute of limitations on fraud, so they can go back. Well, they went back 9 years. They started questioning the transactions that went back 9 years on my personal life, because my personal life and my business were interwound, like any small business owner is. Anyways, so after 10 days of totally tearing my life apart and me producing just reams and reams of digital information for him so that he can track everything, and he was really happy that everything was digital. It made his life easier because it was all spreadsheets and linked together. And he was impressed. He actually asked why I kept such detailed records. Could you believe an auditor asking you why you keep such detailed records? Anyways. And I sort of questioned him. I said, like I was mad the whole 10 days. I was like, there was a touch of hostility in me, okay? Because I said, you're wasting my time here. I've done nothing wrong. I follow the rules. I do my books. I pay every month. And, you're not going to find anything. And there's nothing to find. Because there's no reason. So I was getting more and more upset as every day went on, because he was wasting more and more of my life. And it was going on and on and on. And then he started picking friends with the staff, and he was really friendly to all the staff and really nice to everybody but me. And then he started saying, well, he's not the nicest. And it was like, and everybody was like, sort of, yeah, they were going along with it. And but they knew what was going on, that I was getting reamed over for no reason. So after 10 days, 7 years of my company, they go back. They start off with 4, went back 7. Question 9 years on my personal. You know how much money they got me for after all of this? And then he took all the information back to his office and worked on it for 2 weeks. And then I got the letter. You people will not believe what they got me for. It's like, it's mind-numbing. And I told him that it was like, I talked to him on the phone, and actually his last day, and I said to him that, you know, there's nothing here. I've done nothing. There's nothing. There's no loopholes. There's nothing. There's no money missing. I said this was a total waste of government money. I said there's so many bigger fish to fry. Go chase them. And you know what he said to me? He goes, well, you know, it's not about what we get from you. It's about making sure that there's compliance. I'm like, what? So I'm a good little slave, little whip boy for you guys to make sure that, yes, massa, I'm not going to talk back to you? That's basically their attitude. It's not about what they get from you. It's the compliance. That's what he said. It's a power trip. It's about power tripping. So, did I lose the stream again? Right in the midst of this awesome story? I guess I did. Oh, $10. Well, a little bit more than that, Stephanie. Well, what they got me for was my phone bill, $435. That's what they got me for. Because I didn't have 2 phone lines in my house. I only have 1 phone line in my house. So they got me for the phone line, $435 for 7 years of tax fraud. And it cost them thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to do that. Well, 10 days for an auditor in my office, 2 weeks in his office working on it. You know, so at least 3 weeks of salary. You know, 3 weeks of salary, plus his lunch every day, which he bragged that he got, you know, reimbursed for every day, even though he was eating a sandwich. And how I knew that he was scamming was the last day he was like, oh, I'm going to go and have Chinese takeout. Where's the best place to go? And there was 2 Chinese places to choose from. One was really good. One was just a gross buffet. And I said, oh, you're going to go out for lunch? He goes, oh, yeah, I get a lunch chit every day. And I'm like, but you get a lunch chit every day, so you're pocketing the money, because every day I watched you get your Tupperware container out and eat a sandwich. He was a real soy boy. That's basically what he was. If I would have known that term back then, that's what he was. He was a little soy boy. And then he didn't go to the good Chinese restaurant. He went to the bad one with the terrible buffet. He was just laughing. He came back, and I was like, "Oh man, you're gonna shut yourself later, man. You're not used to that food." No. And sure enough, about 2:30, he was running to the bathroom, and I was laughing to myself. I said, "Yeah, man, that buffet will do it to you if you're not used to it." It's like there's stuff in there. I don't know what it is, but oh man, it cleans you out good. Oh, it was so funny. He was in the bathroom. I'm thinking, if he would have went to the other place, he wouldn't be in the bathroom right now, blowing his guts out the other end. Anyways, I never liked that guy. He picked up on that too. And he thought, he was so proud of himself when he sent me the letter, and I called him and I said, you just did this to me for $435? I was like, you know, you like, I did nothing for 10 days. I did no work. Didn't work on my business. I did nothing. I did nothing for 10 days. I was like his little whipping boy. Get him this, get him that, get him this. Because I figured if I cooperated and really helped him out, he'd be gone fast. But no, it dragged out. The more I gave him, the longer he stayed. So, that's our government. Here in Canada. The federal government, to be exact. No, accountants do the books. They don't deal with the auditors in your office. That's not how it works. When they come to a business to do the on-site audit, they don't want to see an accountant, because they've got everything the accountant does. That's what they have. They have all the accountant stuff. But they want to come is they want to see the supporting documentation That's what an audit is about. It's the supporting documentation is what it is. So, I'm not a big fan of accountants either. I'm not a big fan of them either, Jennifer. Don't ever think they're really your friends. They're not, really. No. They're like lawyers. Accountants are not your friends. Just like lawyers aren't. Stop paying an accountant to find out how fast he's not your friend. You're just anybody then. But the reason for an audit is they want to go through the supporting documentation of what the accountant has submitted. And that is all found at your establishment. So, and that's what they wanted. They want to go through the little receipts and the books and all the little things that you spent money on, and they want to ask you all kinds of questions about your business and and what pieces of equipment are for and why would you buy this piece of equipment, and oh man, it's unbelievable. I hate it. So that's the deal. That's my story, Monday morning story for you. I have a term for accountants, Susie, but we're a family show. But the first word's pencil. The second word starts with D. Okay, it's like that's what I think of accountants. So, oh, I'm itchy this morning. All right, folks, I'm gonna go and my account. I actually was audited in Alberta in the '80s. Back in early '80s, I was audited in my company in Alberta. And you still have to keep your supporting documentation. All your receipts, your bills, your invoices, your everything. The accountant doesn't want that stuff. They just want the accounting part. Like, they don't want boxes and boxes and boxes of your receipts. All your sales receipts, your cash register receipts, all of that stuff. Accountants don't want that stuff. They always send it back to you. No. That's the yes. This shirt is available in Cafe Press. This is the Penguin Morning Coffee shirt for the morning coffee. And I was gonna have the matching cup, but I used it yesterday and I didn't do my dishes last night because, well, I was tired. So I gotta do my dishes this morning. I'm having roasted duck tonight. I'm gonna say goodbye because I've got to go and do egg recon and get my day underway and figure out what I'm going to do. So, yeah, but Mindy, when they want to see your business and they want to see how you run, and you trust me, no matter what you got for accounting software, it doesn't. You can't put your business inside of accounting software. They want to look at the equipment. Oh, where's this piece of equipment you bought? Oh, it's in my software. It's like, no, they want to physically see it. When you get an audit, man, I'm telling you, they show up with a magnifying glass, and it's like absolutely everything. They're like judge, jury, and executioner all in one, and they show up in your business. And they look around too. They're like they're looking at everything. Like they're the most annoying people because it's sort of like your competitor showing up at your place and he's looking at everything you're doing. That's what it's like. And then you're trying not to show him stuff because like you don't want to know everything. But guess what? He's gonna dig into it. So. When I got audited in the '80s, it was a cakewalk compared to my last one. They're much hungrier now, Mindy. Much hungrier. They want a little more pounds of flesh. Because in the '80s, you could write off everything. They didn't even care. They didn't care. Where's all the receipts for the strip club that you claimed they ate lunch at? I don't have them all, but that's the dollar amount. Okay, well, that's good enough for us. All right. All right. I'm gonna say goodbye. I gotta go do a recon and figure out what I'm going to do today and how it's going to happen here. because I'm tired. But I got things I have to get done. As in, I have to make room in the truck for a skid of feed tomorrow, and I've got a row of straw that's in the way, so I've got to deal with that. I don't know what I'm going to do. And to make matters worse, I've got a big giant pile of gravel in the way, so I can't even back the truck up to the barn. I thought that one through. So I'm gonna have to take this. I gotta have to slide the straw and put some straw in the back shed with the wagon, the sleigh. I mean sleigh. It's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'm gonna fire up the camera here and go do a Greek on. Thanks for joining me for story time.